believe we peaked in the 90s. Come on, come on, come on, prove me wrong. Tuck your friendship bracelet back in your shell suit sleeve. Come on back in time with me. If like and hello, it's Vo, and welcome back to Project Zomboid. Our man Ramos has woken up very early today, 4 AM. Have to potter around in the base until the sun comes up. We'll get him to prepare a fantastic salad with some of our stale ingredients. Try to be as economical as we can with the food. Don't want to let anything get rotten. Now that we've got an oven, we can do more than just salads. Should be able to make soups and stews with our big cooking pots. If we fill them up with water and then use some of the stale ingredients, it's another way we can get through them. Stuff in the freezers should stay fresh for as long as. The freshness does slowly degrade. Yeah, we'll try to be good with how we munch the food. But we've done really well at acquiring plenty of food from everyone's fridges and freezers around Riverside so far. Got heaps and heaps of them. So we should have pretty much enough food to keep us going once all our crops are ready to harvest and they're seed bearing, so we can get more seeds to plant more for next time. Yeah, I'm sure he's not gonna starve to death. Can forage for food as well. When we walk on the paths in the road, we're more likely to get stones and chip stones. That's really what we're after. So we can make our stone axes. The stone axes get us logs, and logs get us planks, and planks help us make the base. Still have plenty of boxes of nails. But yeah, we'll get through them soon enough. You always need more nails. Our carpentry level up now. The walls we're making are pretty decent. Let's see, we've got materials. We can make more axes. They do break quite quickly. Some are better than others. As I say, as our maintenance level goes up and our carpentry level goes up, we should be crafting better quality things, and they should be lasting longer. Don't want to stray too far away when it's early, especially if it's still dark or it's foggy or whatever. Stay in familiar surroundings. Almost finished our roof. Yeah, things are really coming together. To have the mandatory ciggy break. Just need 3 more metal walls for that outside. And a door for our study. We're getting through the axes. But foraging for more stuff will help us with our foraging level. So it's all good. Yeah, we can continue making a roof over the other areas. But we want to leave a little space, like a little courtyard, around where the generator is. Make sure the fumes get away. When the winter comes in, we could make a roof for the garden and continue to grow things inside when the temperatures drop. And when it got round to summer again, you could just get bags of dirt and then put them on the roof that you've created and get a whole new open garden on the roof. And keep continuing that over year after year. Two-tiered garden for the long term. Yeah, certainly for now. I'm not going to worry about the temperature killing off our plants or anything. As you level up the skill, then you can get recipes for unlocking cures for diseases and things for the plants. They're more effective at treating them, I believe. You can use cigarettes or milk or something, you know. There's a few different things that you can use to treat disease in the plants. But generally, the way we've got them laid out with a space between each thing, if one thing gets diseased, oh well, it's not going to spread to any of the other ones. That's the main thing. Not going to be too broken-hearted if we lose one little square of crops. Cutting down the trees is pretty exhausting. Makes them hot and sweaty as well. If you've chosen prone to illness, want to be wary, don't want them to catch a cold. Start sneezing and coughing, giving about their whereabouts to all the zombies. Yeah, we've got loads of garbage bags for our rain collectors. Yeah, holding out, we want to make the rain collector barrels rather than the smaller ones. Can probably do it by now. If not, certainly by the next level. Yeah, it looks much better when you've got the windows and doors in. It's almost like a real room, a real building. Not just something you've cobbled together. Saw is essential. It's one of the early game things you want to pick up. A saw, a hammer, a screwdriver. These are your tools that you're going to need a lot for disassembling things. Yeah, we're working on it. We're getting there with our skills. Enough chocolate that we can rebait our mousetraps, get some more rodent meat. It's another thing we can do long term for food. If we were to run out of stolen goodies. Yeah, I swear the rain brings them out. Like the pitter-patter of the rain is enough to trigger them. Get them to think something's going on. They go on the wander. This is like the lunch hall of the school. Lots and lots of tables for disassembly. You do get some nails this way, but yeah, it's not quite the same as finding a box of nails. I'll certainly get the carpentry XP doing the disassembly. Yeah, we can take an empty bottle, but empty bottle out the bin. It's much like, you know, you can eat the crickets and the millipedes and stuff, but like, no. Gotta have standards even in the apocalypse. Gotta have that ciggy break, it's important. Yeah, lots of runs. The big minivan plus the trailer, can't go wrong. Plenty of storage space. It's more annoying than anything that the space is divided up into seats for the minibus. There's a rat-a-tat-a-tatting coming from somewhere. It's not immediately on the other side of that door, so I'm not going to worry about it. We'll come back for them later. Oh look, there's a bunch of them. Where did they all come from? Yeah, there's heaps of them all of a sudden just coming out of nowhere. Yes, we'll come back for them when we're not overloaded with planks of wood. Fall off the roof, which is a complete disaster, but get away with it. So I'm not overly laden. I'm just a little bit overweight. So it just took a little bit of health off. But yeah, we don't want to do that. This is why putting fencing, safety fences, is very important. We can roof in this entire bit. Have it as a... oh! Yeah, that's a disaster. Falling off twice in a row. Yeah, not great. As I say, depending on how much weight you've got at the time, is how much damage you're going to do. Falling off one story, you should be okay. Unless you're carrying logs or whatever and you're in the deep red of being overburdened. That might get you. But 2 floors will get you. So if we do like another floor up the way, yeah, you've got to leave yourself a little bit around the edge. So if you do fall off the roof like that, you're only falling 1 floor. That should keep you from perishing, from falling from a height. Which is extra humiliating when you've made the base yourself, you know. You've created the problem. Then falling off the roof. Yeah. It's one of the saddest deaths I've had in Zomboid doing that. At this exact location. I'm still traumatized, clearly. But yeah, every death is a lesson in this game. You've got to know that you will perish many, many times. Until you've sort of found each way that you could perish and thought, never again. So you just got to remember all these little lessons, things not to do. When to back away from a fight. Remembering how to run if you need to run. Don't run if you don't need to. But know where the key is to reach with your pinky if you need to. I had a death where I was fighting with a hunting knife. And I was in the zone of, I'm going to level up this skill, so I was determined to use the hunting knife. and perished by backing up into a fence, still stabbing away with a hunting knife, rather than turning and running, which would have made me vault the fence. I didn't think I was going to be able to jump over the fence in time and carry on going, and panicked and just backed up against the fence and didn't even switch weapons. You know, I had a machete, but no, I was just stabbing, because I was in the mindset of trying to level up the short blade skill. That was a foolish way to go. Yeah, knowing that you can turn around and just run at a fence and he will vault over it. Or she, whatever your character is. That's a good tip. Yeah, knowing where the button is with your pinky, just in case you need it. It's a lesson learned. And don't be too focused on which weapon you're trying to level up the skill for. Just concentrate on using what you've got. And when you've got a massive crew of zombies, like 5 or 6 like this, switch to your best weapon, you know. Use that machete, it's what it's for. Don't think, no, I need to save this for something better, or a bigger crew of zombies. No, it's better to use it up and repair it, or need a new one. Give you something to go out looking for. It's better that than perish and have to start all over again. It's the only way to learn is from experience. The game doesn't teach you that much. It's got a tutorial, but the main thing it teaches you is don't press Q, you know. Yeah, you mainly just learn from experience. Even sometimes when you watch other people, you don't know that they've got mods or whatever on. You see something that looks awesome, but it's not going to be the same way in your game. Or like starting locations. You get mods to give you different starting locations. You can start in Louisville, different places. Yeah, we're gonna sort out our map. We're getting there with the area that we want to cover. Once the power goes out, we'll make a mad dash through all the remaining homes, but we'll just visit all the kitchens, in and out, just to get all the food. Then we can swing back and fully gut out those houses. But now that we're in the better half of town, houses are pretty big. Lots of storage to raid. Stuff to get. It does take a little bit longer to raid these places. To tidy up the inventory. Especially when you're disassembling things and all the bits are going into your inventory. I have to do a tidy up every so often. Especially these TVs and radios and things. Loads of bits. Prefer it when the bits are just fall on the ground. You can choose whether you pick them up or where you want to put them. Obviously we want to put them in our big bag, rather than just in the inventory. Get like a bonus for the reduction of encumbrance with the different bags. So you're always better putting your stuff in the bags. Better than just trying to carry it on your person. 2 boxes of nails, yes. It's actually huge. Base can only be as big as the boxes of nails we get. Want it to be grand. Something for him to do. As well as raid the area that we want him to cover. And kill all the zombies in that area. As many as we find. Yeah, you gotta have little side missions. Another 3 boxes of nails, yes. The metal sheets, yeah, it's also good. Base building materials, that's what we want. Didn't get any materials. Yeah, we need to get better at metalwork. Probably be more likely at getting materials, any at all, but more so. More materials out of things. It'll also help our metal walls be sturdier, look less patchy. Yeah, we're getting plenty of juice, sody pop. Have that in our bar. Someone was making sandwiches under their TV. It's not the place for sandwiches. Sleeping tablets, I don't think we'll need them. Yeah, more likely to have the opposite problem. Need the vitamins. Can go for an old man snooze like we did. Chopping down trees is pretty exhausting. Makes them tired pretty quick. So if you're chopping down heaps of trees, yeah, vitamins, that's what we need. Yeah, if you're chopping down heaps of trees, probably get tired. Need a little nap, and you can get back on it. Even then, with napping for an hour or two, probably still get tired at the same time. If you're going back out again, and have quite an active day after the snooze. Shouldn't be up until 2 before you're getting tired. Needn't take the sleeping pills. And even if you did, it's a good opportunity to use some of the booze. Drink yourself a couple of beers. Use that instead of the sleeping pills. Don't use both at the same time. That'll kill you. Yeah, lots of ways to go. I've had it happen to me before that the little icon comes up, oh, he's damaged. Thinking, but he's just sitting there, nothing's happened to him. Just kicking about the base, what's wrong with him? And then go to the health panel and his health is falling. It's like, oh no, what's wrong with him though? There's no visible injuries on him, nothing obvious, like, oh, and I've still no idea what killed him. Sometimes it just gets you like that. I don't know if it was some sort of illness, whether it was food illness, whether he'd had something he shouldn't have had, I don't know. Wasn't anywhere near bleach, it's not like he'd drunk bleach or anything. Yeah, still no idea what killed him that time. Yeah, there's loads of ways to go. But as I say, every death is a lesson. Got rotten mushrooms, said they were stale, it lied to us. We're just in the process of going as we were making the salad. Yeah, it says it's fresh. We're going to trust it and we're going to eat the salad. Mushroom and apple. Yeah, it doesn't sound great. With cheese, yeah, it sounds worse. It's getting worse. Yeah, just eat it. Could add some jalapeno. I don't think that's going to make it any better. Healthy supply of cigarettes. Not a healthy habit, but you know, a healthy supply of cigarettes. Should keep him going. Get him to read his book. Yeah, he's tired again. Definitely no need for the sleeping pills. Pop down our bowl. We've got 2 set out just in case we've got a guest. It's not likely, but just in case. So we'll get him his ciggy before he goes to bed. Yeah, we've got another 451 ciggies. Think he's going to be fine. Definitely shouldn't be anxious, worried about running out of ciggies. Double day episode. This is the way forward. If I can chop it down to half an hour. He's up at 6. Better than 4. At least it's kind of light outside. It's just got one more metal wall to make. And then he can be in here. It'll be considered inside. It'll be nice and warm. But while it's still considered outside, at least he doesn't get bored while he's sitting there. So there's advantages and disadvantages. Once it is sealed off into being a room, he'll be bored from staying there. And I'll have to go and sit on the roof periodically. Just like the back of where the hotel is. Yeah, if you're in the middle of an action and you see a zombie coming, but you can't seem to cancel out the action, try running, just tap the key. That should get you away. Get stuck in actions in cars as well. Start up the car and try and move it. That'll get you out of the action. Yeah, there's still occupants in here. Try and find them all. Helps when it's all metal walls, you can hear them all clanging. Metal doors and things make a better noise. And there's a zombie hitting them. Got this little bar area. Can take all the stuff. But we could take the actual bar itself to transplant into our base. Also got the little bar that's pretty close to the base. So we can maybe see what bar furniture we can use from there. Then come back here for backup furniture. Depends how big we want to make the bar. If we think we're gonna make it massive, probably need all of the bar furniture from both. Yeah, I want to get all the loot first. Picking up the furniture is kind of secondary. Yeah, a good place to get cigarettes, as well as more booze. And the booze is just largely for show. Don't really need it. Let's say you can use it if you wake up in the middle of the night. If you wake up at 3 and you want to go back to sleep again, you can try and chug a bunch of booze. See if you pass out. Yeah, that's pretty much what it's good for. Bottles of bourbon you can use with a rag and a lighter to use as like a Molotov cocktail. wouldn't advise it. Fire is not it's not controllable. If you start a fire by throwing a Molotov cocktail at a building or a bunch of zombies, you really have very little control over what's going to happen with that fire. Could burn down the whole town around you. If you completely looted a town and you were on the way out and you met some zombies and you wanted to set them on fire and they were walking towards the town and you didn't care about coming back to the town, sure. But in any other situation, yeah, I wouldn't advise it. The only fire I've started was accidentally. Putting the wrong thing in the microwave. Burning the base down. Thought I'd put the fire out, but the fire went downstairs from where I was and then back upstairs again. So I didn't actually put it out. And yes, the whole place burned down. My poor character limping away with a tiny little bit of health left. I couldn't bear to watch them go, so I just came out of the game. And started again. Yeah, there's a lot of starting again. You can pick a new character and then go back into the same world, sort of taking over from your previous character. You can even go and find your previous character, who's now become a zombie, to go and get your stuff back off them. Especially if you've got like a bunch of car keys or whatever. Or cool weapons. Yeah, for whatever reason you might want to go and hunt down your previous self to go and get all your loot back. But when you do that, you miss the life and living. That's the primary thing, you know. You miss getting that skill boost from the first week of TV programs. You don't really want to start your character with no skills without that boost. So you may as well just start again. From the beginning. You need to do that many times. Got a fake dead over here. Just pretending. Trying to blend in with all the other zombies, like, oh, they're all lying down, I better do that. Maybe the crazy with the crowbar won't get me. That's something you can turn off from the sandbox, I believe. So many settings in the sandbox thing that you can mess around with. If you really hate an element of the game, you can pretty much always turn it off or reduce it. Yeah, the more you want to lean into the realism of it, you know, turn off the mini-map, which you could have on, multi-hit that you could have on, green outline is super helpful, but not entirely realistic. I guess we can turn that off as well. Yeah, I think you can put it all the way to like 24-hour days, but that maybe be a bit much. Even 6 is maybe a bit much. Maybe 5 is sort of ideal. Played with 4 and that feels like maybe slightly not enough. So 5 is probably the golden number. Yeah, I'm not keen on setting things to odd numbers. I'm just not. Yeah, we're clearing out these former residents of the gated community. The wealthier former residents of Riverside. Don't steal any of the useful stuff. Dismantle their watches. Rip up their clothes. Yeah, hunting knives certainly welcome. Any decent weapons, we'll take it. Keeping hold of all the ripped sheets and things will make you overburdened pretty quick. Just really want to keep the denim and leather strips and the thread. You want to consolidate the thread every so often. I'll reduce the weight of it. And transfer your stuff, all your bits, into the bigger bag. You don't want to be fighting zombies when you're overburdened. That one crept up on us. I've got to keep an ear out for them. Yeah, they can get around from where they are on the other side of that fence. It is a long way around, but at some point you'll figure it out that we're actually within their range. Especially if we keep making noise. Yeah, you get into a loop that killing them makes noise, which attracts more. It's good if you're fighting fit. Not so good in other circumstances. Yeah, we do get a little bit of tailoring XP from ripping things up. So at some point we should get enough to level up. Oh dear. Our minivan. It's conking out on us. Don't want to try too long. There's zombies right next to you. Magnum. Definitely won't be using that. Bet you that's loud. It's kind of the second one to patiently wait while we raided the first one. Persevere with the van, but we don't turn it off when we're getting out on the way back. Yes, crowbar. Yeah, I'm always happy to see a crowbar. So yeah, we get the van going again, but it's a warning sign that it's on the way out. Yeah, sometimes they appear fine on the outside, like you haven't dinged them up or bashed them into anything. When they start to randomly conk out, you're in trouble. Ah. Get into Gigamart, we've been at Gigamart. So yeah, once we get to the gated community, there's 2 houses should be boarded up. Survivor houses with awesome stuff. Yeah, Gigamart certainly wasn't boarded up. Does have lots of awesome stuff. But not like super awesome stuff. Like rare weapons or ammunition or anything. Yeah, usually stores that have weapons and ammunition and things have like grills. They're a bit more secure. It's not just like the little supermarkets or anything. We'll pop down our stools. Yeah, I still need to make some more walls for the bar before we're thinking about popping down any furniture. Just in case it's then awkward to make walls after we put down the furniture. Yeah, some things are awkward and they'll want to walk all the way outside and round the back to get to where they want to go. I'll keep reading the book till 1 o'clock. Take the van back out. Just leaving it running, basically. Hoping for the best. Let's get the battery up as well. Keep it running. battery starts getting low, take it out for a drive. Starting it and stopping it lots. Not taking it very far. You like if you're just driving it from one house to the next house to the next house to the next house and stopping it every time in between. Don't think the battery's like that. Yeah, generally try to avoid the mechanics. Just go and get another car when the one stops working. I'm like the simpleton in the VHS. The cars on VHS. Yeah, I'm like the idiot one. So there's 3 little houses here that are in the thing, or 4 little houses. They're just on the edge of the gated community. They're sort of separated. Get propane tanks from the barbecues and gardens, which again there's more of in the gated community. Box of nails, yeah. Yeah, nice houses. Oh, look at all this instruments. Yeah, I don't think we need duplicate instruments. There are plenty of things to get. That'd be something to do in the apocalypse. Teach yourself a bunch of new instruments as well as all the other skills that you're trying to learn. Another cool gun case. Yeah, there's usually not much room in them after they've got the gun and the ammunition. It's not like we can fit in heaps of tins of beans or whatever. Could probably fit in the little bits and bobs you get from disassembling electronics. Yeah, there's not much room to spare. Yeah, good thing we've got heaps of storage. It's our minibus and its trailer. This person had big plans. Taking themselves out, which they did, rather than becoming a zombie. Yeah, good on you. They've seen the movies, they know how it goes. Made a noble sacrifice. Rather than becoming a monster and trying to eat the neighbours. Propane tank, pretty heavy. Not much chance of getting that into the bag unless it's already empty. Yeah, these metal bars and metal pipes, they do have uses for like crafting things. Need the metal pipes for making the wire fences. Even that requires a high level of metalworking. Again, it's something we could come back for. The materials won't despawn, they'll just stay here. If we leave things behind, you can always come back for them. Yeah, you've got to prioritise different things at different times. Don't want to make too many unnecessary trips. You don't want to be taking absolutely everything either. It's another thing that you come to learn. In the beginning, you're just picking up everything wildly, not knowing if it's any good, what it's good for, how do you use it, when do you use it. And over time, you're like, right, I've never used that for anything. I don't think it's useful for anything. Or the reverse, you have a bunch of stuff in your inventory and you right click on something and it says, would you like to make this? And you're like, oh right, I didn't realise that I could combine that with that to make that, you know? There's like a whole crafting menu thing that I never look at. think that can show you different recipes and things that you've learned on how to make things. But generally I discovered most things by right-clicking and seeing an option I'd not seen before, like, right, okay, when you've got the right stuff in your inventory, once you've got if you go out foraging and you've got all the things in your inventory, like rags and sticks and planks and stuff, when you right click on things, it'll show you all the stuff that you can make. Yeah, mainly we're in it for the stone axes. It's the most useful thing for Ramos. You can make the stone hammers and stuff. Mainly just for bonking zombies on the head to get some short blunt, probably. These hammers are quite common. It's easy enough to find a hammer. Yeah, there's still some occupants in the homes. That's fine, we'll liberate them. Yeah, once all the banging has subsided. Still shouldn't relax just in case there's one hiding in a cupboard. Well, there's a lot of sort of en-suite rooms in the gated community. So yeah, there can be these little rooms that are en suites and stuff off the master bedroom. It's usually one little cupboard, a walk-in closet, and one bathroom. It's quite common in these builds. Yeah, always weapons ready when you're opening doors. So if you do get a nasty surprise, at least you're ready to take it on immediately. Again, you can push on the doors to sort of knock and see if you get a response, another knockback. Or you can do the old door flash where you double tap the button really quick to sort of open and then close the door. And you'll see if there's something on the other side. Yeah, you don't want to be caught out by 4 or 5 zombies spilling out of a tiny bathroom or something at you, where they'd all been silent. You had no idea. Yeah, it will happen to you once in a while. So at least if you've got a weapon ready, you can bonk the first one on the head and start backing up or turn and run. If you've got multi-hit on, yeah, it should be slightly easier for you to fend off a bunch of zombies as you're backing up to get out of a place. Generally, in most situations, if you can, you want to lead the zombies outside into open ground where you've got more room to maneuver, to keep backing up as you're fending them off. As I said, you don't want to get backed up even against a low fence when you're panicking and trying to fight off zombies. That's another thing that'll get you. It's pretty scary when you first start, you know. It's quite immersive, so you're involved, you know. When the zombies are coming for you, it gets scary. You fumble things, you make bad decisions. So you have to get a little bit desensitized to the the scariness of the situation. Tell yourself, you're a badass, you can take on these zombies, you'll be fine, you know. And when you're walking around with your weapon raised, you're getting XP for the nimble skill. When you level that up, you'll be able to walk around a little bit faster when you've got your weapon raised and you're aiming. Again, that'll help you when you're trying to take on multiple zombies. Yeah, bigger kitchens with more stuff in them, more bits and bobs. We're more likely to find mouse traps and things in these kitchens. Just a lemon in the fridge, a little bit disappointing, but heaps of stuff in the freezer. Keeping it good for us. Yeah, it's good that we've made it over. Still with the power on. Nice and easy to see what's going on with the lights on. Plenty more food to nab and take back to our freezers. Again, someone trying to make sandwiches underneath their TV. That's not the place for sandwiches. Yeah, we're getting VHS. Don't worry too much if we're getting... Oh yes, a keytar. Yes. Yeah, don't worry too much if we're getting duplicate VHSs because they weigh next to nothing. So it's not the end of the world if you're lugging around 20 duplicate VHSs. It's not really weighing you down at all. Oh, look at him. He's anxious, he's sweating, he's overburdened, he's tired. Not in a good nick at all. He has been working hard. Between his chopping down trees and his disassembling and his fighting all the zombies. And being constantly overloaded, carrying things back and forth to the van. Yeah, it does add up. If you get to the second stage of tiredness, or you have to fight more than one zombie, and it's vitamins time. Perk them back up so they can fight effectively. Much like when you're driving, tiredness is a killer. Now he's getting bored because he's been inside too long. You think the thrill of raiding someone else's house would be enough to satiate his boredom, but no, not enough. Even if a bunch of zombies came into the room, he'd become panicked, but the panic wouldn't outweigh the boredom. Going out driving, that fixes everything. Trying to open the window, because it's got very hot inside the vehicle. Hotter than Tenerife when you're inside the vehicle. So yeah, wind down the window. It's quicker than the cooling, the aircon. Try not to fall off the roof again. Get as much of this roof done as we've got the materials for. Yeah, same with our walls. Need to keep getting those metal sheets. Got lots more walls to go. Lots more XP to get from the crafting. Yeah, the rats and the mice, they love the chocolate. Yeah, they don't seem to want cheese. The traps themselves don't seem to want cheese as bait. Which is crazy talk, you know, what else is it for? Surely that's the classic combination. You put cheese in the mousetrap, but no, didn't want it. Gonna have a beer just to celebrate. He's already tired, he doesn't need to be more tired. But yeah, it's been a good day raiding, why not? You can have just one beer. Gives him a little boost to his hunger as well. So that's something. 10 o'clock, he's super tired. Oh, he's deep red. He's gonna sleep well tonight. So we'll give him his ciggy before bedtime. Let him get his well-deserved rest. So we'll come back next time and pick up where we left off. See if he survives the night. Until then, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.